Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to episode 127 of Enter Crypto, where twice a day I keep you informed and fully up to date on all things crypto, as always. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then subscribe to my channel. I put out a new video every 12 hours. So the story of the evening is from an article I found in CoinDesk's policy section, and it's titled "Sam Bankman-Fried, otherwise known as SBF, seeks right to transfer FTX's crypto." It's hard to keep a straight face when reading this because it's pretty unbelievable. Lawyers for the bankrupt crypto exchange's founder said there was no evidence for restricting his access to crypto held by FTX as part of bail conditions in a fraud trial. So let's jump in and we'll comment along the way. Lawyers for SBF have argued that he should be allowed access to assets and crypto held by his former company FTX, saying there's no evidence he's responsible for previous alleged unauthorized transactions. Bankman-Fried, who resigned as FTX's chief executive officer on November the 11th, 2022, when the crypto exchange filed for bankruptcy, is currently on bail facing charges including wire fraud and money laundering, to which he has pleaded not guilty. As part of his bail conditions, SBF was prohibited from accessing cryptocurrency held by FTX and its trading arm Alameda Research, after the government pointed to illicit transfers made from Alameda wallets. The bar includes crypto purchased with FTX or Alameda funds. Nearly 3 weeks have passed since the initial pre-trial conference, and we assume that the government's investigation has confirmed what Mr. Bankman-Fried has said all along, namely that he did not access and transfer these assets, said a January the 28th letter from Bankman-Fried's lawyer Mark Cohen. Mark Cohen, I don't know if you remember, but he was the lawyer for Trump for a while, and then he had a bit of a falling out, if you remember. It was like 2016, 2017, sometime around that. And now he's the lawyer for SBF. Given that the sole basis advanced for seeking that condition has not been supported, we believe that the bail condition imposed at the conference should be removed, Cohen told Lewis Kaplan, a judge in the Southern District of New York. In a January 27th filing, the US Department of Justice requested a communications ban as an additional bail condition, saying that SBF had attempted to contact FTX's general counsel Ryan Miller and a potential witness in the case. Cohen's response broadly agrees to the restriction, but says Bankman-Fried should still have access to some former staffers, including his therapist George Lerner. So it looks like they've basically, as part of his bail conditions, the judge has ordered that he doesn't contact anybody to do with FTX. So any of their employees, current or past, previous employees, anybody that works for him, anybody to do with the company, he's not allowed to contact them. And his lawyers are arguing that he should be allowed to contact certain people into certain situations, like his own personal counsellor was employed. It looks like he's been employed by FTX, and so he thinks that he should have access to that counsellor still. I think it's a total joke, actually. Requiring Mr. Bankman-Fried to include counsel in every communication with a former or current FTX employee would place an unnecessary strain on his resources and prejudice his ability to defend this case, Cohen said. Many of these individuals are Mr. Bankman-Fried's friends. Imposing a blanket restriction on his contact with them would remove an important source of personal support. Bankman-Fried attempted to offer his assistance in messages sent to Miller and new FTX CEO John Ray, which apparently went ignored by the intended recipients, Cohen said. This is clutching at straws for his lawyers, in my opinion. I can't see. To argue that he should have access to his friends and that he needs personal support, what about all the customers that have been ripped off? They've got no financial support, and what about their personal support? Most of these people have lost their life savings. They can't even afford a psychiatrist or a psychologist or any sort of professional support or anything like that. It's disgusting, actually, that they would even argue this. The balls to do it and say this. He just needs to go to prison. He needs to be convicted and go to prison. So it's laughable and sad at the same time and just, you know, farcical is really the word I would use for this. So hopefully his trial comes up in October, so we'll see what happens before then. Hopefully he will plead guilty and it won't go to trial, although that will mean a lesser sentence for him. He will at least mean it'll be kind of put to bed for a long time. So that's what I've got for you this evening. Remember everybody to please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Join my team and I'll keep you updated on all things crypto every 12 hours. Smash that like button if you feel you got value from this video, and I'll see you all in 12 hours time.